Good evening to you at 6 o'clock. I'm Liz Chow.
And I'm Bill Ritter. Closed stations of New Jersey Transit, usually swamped. Well, this says it all, doesn't it? No train service. This after a strike that started 18 hours ago, and nobody knows when it's going to come to an end. The striking engineers hitting the picket lines, claiming they are just looking for a fair contract.
Governor Murphy says New Jersey Transit is willing to offer a fair contract, but doesn't want a deal that would raise fares or lead to reduced service to pay for it. The only positive news about today's massive inconvenience for commuters: fewer people commute to work on Fridays. This is traffic going into the Holland Tunnel. As you can see, things are kind of moving. If the strike continues into next week, the commuting headaches, well, they're just going to turn into a real nightmare.
What a mess. We have several reports. Josh Einiger at the Port Authority Bus Terminal, Nina Pineda at Newark Penn Station, and we begin with Eyewitness News reporter CeFaan Kim at New Jersey Transit headquarters in Newark with the latest on the negotiations. CeFaan.
Well, Bill, it was a fight that started over money but has devolved into a disagreement over which side is more willing to make a deal. Train stations are quiet today. The picket line is not. All that hustle and bustle sucked out of New Jersey Transit train stations today found its way to the picket line in the form of frustration, a show of resistance on day one of the engineer strike outside of NJ Transit headquarters. The day started off with Governor Murphy and the NJ Transit CEO pressing the flesh with picketers in Aberdeen. The governor saying contract negotiations last night ended on a, quote, very conciliatory note despite messaging to the contrary, then went on to blame a small number of workers for shutting down the entire system.
It is frankly a mess of their own making, and it is a slap in the face of every commuter and worker who relies on NJ Transit.
The next round of negotiations aren't expected until Sunday. Murphy and the New Jersey Transit CEO say they're ready to negotiate around the clock and would love to get back to the bargaining table before then. The head of the union representing engineers in a statement firing back, "That's funny. Their clock must stop at 10 minutes before 10 p.m. That's when they walked out of a bargaining session last night to hold a news conference they scheduled in advance where they said they would talk to us Sunday."
The biggest thing right now is everybody has to stay at the table until this gets resolved.
Congressmember Josh Gottheimer, meanwhile, and up close, proposing free tolls for NJ Transit monthly pass holders until the strike is over.
I just talked to somebody this morning who's renting a car to get to work, right? People can't get around without transit.
And the union president in his statement went on to say, quote, "It is time to settle this. I will wait for Governor Murphy and Chris Calori's call." The NJ Transit CEO, meanwhile, has scheduled a media briefing for tomorrow morning. Reporting live in Newark, CeFaan Kim, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.